Ow. Ow. You said... Why? No. I like this shirt. Feel your face.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I suppose it's part of
these
the
kind of
comedy
hold
of it,
up.
but you don't...
Arts and Crafts Fair is coming up this weekend, but I'm all confumbulated because it was last weekend. But we do have something pretty fun coming up this weekend. Now, you might remember that we started, actually, the Sandpoint Conservatory started a very great youth Shakespeare program. Sir Wood Crusoe puts that on. And we've had a couple of events, but you know, Shakespeare's hard. And I remember buying a complete work of Shakespeare and just started reading it because those were the questions I didn't get on Jeopardy. Okay, and it just killed me. And I always confuse Puck and other words that begin with F, and so I just really always have problems with Shakespeare. Well, coming up this weekend, 7B Productions will be putting on, and Carl, you want to stand up.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged, is that what it's called?
That's
Yeah.
what it's
Yes,
called.
it is.
And where is that going to be?
At the Sandpoint Event Center, in the theater that they have.
So we have three of the cast here joining me. Everyone introduce yourselves.
I'm Madeline Elliott. I'm directing the play.
I'm Chris Heron. I'm playing most of the women Shakespeare wrote.
I'm Carl Jones. I'll be playing Hamlet and a few other roles in the play.
Now, the truth is that in some theaters, most of the women's parts were played by men.
Yeah, so they picked the most feminine of the three of us, I guess. Although, oddly, I was the one with the beard, which I have shown my commitment for this project by shaving to my dismay after the fact.
Well, and you had a great play that you wrote but was at the Canada Little
Yeah,
Theater.
the Little Bit Theater.
And what was that called?
It was called Separate Checks. These two were actually in it also.
That's right. That's right. And I posted a bunch of pictures of you guys on my Facebook page, and you were funny.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Elizabeth Curry, Andrew Sorg, really great cast, lots of fun.
Yeah, it's worth noting that Andrew is the missing member of our group that couldn't be here for the interview today, but he'll be playing several of the roles in many, many of Shakespeare's plays.
You know, this all came about, I remember a few years ago that some guys did Shakespeare in 2 minutes, right? Do you guys remember that? It was so just to kind of refresh everyone's memory out there, they did all the plays of Shakespeare in 2 minutes. And it was a YouTube sensation. Saw it actually for the first time on the Today Show. What is this about?
It's sort of a similar premise. The show will probably be about an hour and a half, but it's all 37 of Shakespeare's plays condensed down. It's very slapdash, it's very fast-paced, and it kind of gives people an overview about, like, it hits on the high points of Shakespeare, and kind of, so people can walk away from it and have an idea of
A feeling for
his.
And is it comical, or is it
Yeah,
trying to really
it's-
seriously do it?
Oh no,
it's definitely
So
funny.
you said premise, right? It's promiscuous?
Yes, exactly. Yes, I play many promiscuous women. It's one of those things. It's like, this is the theatrical equivalent of like ABBA's greatest hits. You don't have to go out and buy all the ABBA albums now to get all the the 4 songs of ABBA's that are worth your time. This is the greatest hits of Shakespeare basically, and me in a wig.
It's just to kind of throw this out there, it has to be time for me to retire because I just heard William Shakespeare compared to ABBA.
ABBA was offered $1 billion to reunite by some crazy eccentric European billionaire, okay? Anybody who thinks that ABBA is not cool, $1 billion. 1 billion with a B. Anyone in Sandpoint would take that money.
If you take your time, I can't sing it anymore. So name some of the plays that are going to be featured.
We cover Romeo and Juliet, Titus Andronicus, Hamlet, Lear, a lot of the histories.
Yeah, we did.
Beth, Coriolanus,
What'd you call me?
I can't, you're gonna get fined, Gary.
You get fired.
Whoa.
It's hard to fire somebody they don't pay, so.
Yeah, some of the comedies we lump in as one big comedy, and the histories we cover as though it were a sporting event. And there's many ways to cover things. Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet are the two that we do like plays. They're very short, they're very slapstick, they're very fast, they're very fun.
But they're
Othello is
still
moderately
kind of a
musical.
story.
That's all I'll say about it.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of charcoal to put on your face?
No.
No, we
Come
do
on.
We
address.
don't want to get picketed or be thought that this is C.
Right.
Thomas Howell's Soul Man remake.
We do address the racially challenged part of North Idaho trying to put on this play. It's funny.
Are you trying to be like Mel Brooks? The history of the world.
Right. No, this is not. This is the Reduced Shakespeare Company's Complete Works of Shakespeare abridged. It's a play that's it's been published in like 37 languages.
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
It's a very well-known play.
famous.
So
Yeah.
Better
How
try to
many
be
in the
like Mel
cast?
Brooks than Mel Gibson.
just the
right?
three of them.
Right, Mel
It's
Brooks, Mel Gibson.
Kyle, Chris,
Maybe-
and Andrew, and it's just the three of them playing all the different
Holy
characters.
cow!
Lots
Yeah.
of costume changes.
Oh,
Lots of challenging costume changes.
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna see it. It better be good. That's all I'm saying.
No
Well,
promises.
This is
No promises.
If I'm in it, it's 50-50.
Which was, by the way, that was the whole premise of your play.
It's one of those things. It's like if I'm in it, it's hit or miss. That's why I wasn't in
Oh,
the last
gosh,
one. But the
come
other two will
on.
pull me up and make me better.
Anyway, so where's it gonna be and what's the time?
Sandpoint Event Center, the
Mm-hmm.
theater on the top floor, and it'll be the 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th. All shows are at 7 p.m. Doors at 6:30.
I'm not trying to take away from the Canada, but I wonder why we don't have more plays and such up at that beautiful theater.
It is very beautiful.
it's great.
It's a great space. We're really, really excited to be working there, and
And how do we get our tickets?
you can buy them in advance at Eve's Leaves or Monarch Mountain Coffee, and of course they'll be available at the door if there are any left. So
And how many? They can fit like 300-400 people in that theater.
I think they were going to be able to seat about 3 to 350. So
All right. Well, I'm
I know that their
going.
max capacity is 400, but we'll have to see how the seating arrangements are.
Gary, bring 349 of your Facebook friends, and then we'll really have something.
Yeah.
Que mucho cuesta? How much is it?
It's $12 for adults and $10 for students and seniors.
No mentally challenged ticket price, because I could really get a break on that one.
Well, since the actors are and they already let us in, they
Oh, yeah,
can't cut
yeah,
us- they
okay.
can't cut.
They
us
had a
off.
limit.
They already passed us.
It's our
As
good
far as
Jeep
what
for
they
the
go.
day.
All right, boys and girls, we wish you to have the worst show ever. Break a leg.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll be back in just a second, everybody.
1 billion.